Okay, guys, so we're going to continue on where we left off in class. Hold on one second. All right, so I'm just going to talk over her. So now what we're going to do is flatten an image. Okay, we're on page 2-21. All right, so we're going to do File, Save As, and then we're going to click as a copy down here, and then we're going to click Save. And then we're going to go to the Layers menu, and then we're going to click Flatten Image at the very bottom. And what that does is it takes all the layers and it flattens it all into one. And the reason you would do that is if you need to send this picture to somebody, it would take up much less space. Okay, and now notice if you look at the Layers menu, it's just one layer. Then we're going to change the workspace switcher to Essentials. And we are going to save. And then we're going to close. Okay, so we are now done with the step-by-steps. So we're going to get started on the skills review. And I'm on page 2-23. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up 2-3. So you're probably going to have to download this from the post today on Google Classroom. So go ahead and download 2-3. And you're also going to need 2-4 downloaded. And you're going to open up 2-3. Okay. So you should see the layers panel down here and your picture. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. There we go. I'm at about 200%. We're going to save it as Music Store. So File, Save As. Okay. All right, make sure you can see your rulers up at the top and on the side, and that they're in pixels. So what you want to do, place your cursor over the ruler and right click. Mine are now in inches, so I'm going to change it to pixels. Okay. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to delete the background layer. So we're going to go to the background layer, and we are going to hit the delete key. Okay. Make sure you are on the rainbow blend layer. And then we're going to convert this layer to a background layer. So we're going to go to the layer menu. And then we're going to go to background layer. I'm sorry, not background, layer new, and then we're going to choose background from layer. There we go. So now you'll notice that we made that rainbow layer the background layer. Okay. Then we're going to add and delete layers. So we're going to make layer 2 active. Okay. And we're going to create a new layer above this layer using the layer menu. So we're going to go to layer, new, layer. Okay. We're going to accept layer 4 as the name, and we're going to click OK. Oh, before you do that, let's change the color to red. Okay. And then we're going to click OK. So now we have a new layer 4 here. Then we're going to delete layer 4. So we can take it and we can throw it in the trash. Okay. Now we're going to make layer 2 active again. And then we're going to create a new layer using the Create a New Layer button on the Layers panel. So you're going to go down to the bottom, just to the left of the garbage can is the Create a New Layer button. And that created a layer 4 there. And then we're going to save. Now we're going to add a selection from one image to another. So we're going to open up 2-4. Okay. We're going to pull this tab out so we can see it next to the picture. Okay. Now we're going to open up the color range dialog box. So we're going to go to select, and then we're going to choose color range. Make sure that the image button is selected. And make sure the invert box is selected. We're going to set the fuzziness to 0. Then we're going to take our eyedropper and we're going to click anywhere on the white. Okay. And then we're going to click OK. And you should see the marching ants over here in the 2-4 dialog box. And we're going to switch to the Move tool. And we're going to move this horn over. Okay. And we're going to position it in the upper left edge of the instrument so it matches the picture that is shown on page 2-24. So you want to kind of put it right like that. Okay. Okay, we're going to defringe the horn selection. Okay, so we're going to go to Layer, Matting, Defringe, and we want that to be a 3. And we're going to click OK. Okay, you kind of saw that little fuzziness go away. Then we're going to close 2-4. We're going to drag layer 4 above layer 3. Okay. We're going to rename layer 4 horn. There we go. We're going to change the opacity for the horn. Oops, what did I just do? We're going to change the opacity for the horn layer to 55. Okay. Then we're going to drag the horn layer so it's beneath layer 2. Okay. We're going to hide layer 1. We're going to hide the rulers. So we're going to go to View, Rulers, and uncheck it. And we're going to save it. Just regular save because you already have it saved. Okay. All right. So now I'm on page 2-24. We're going to create a layer group called Type Layers. Okay. And then we're going to assign the colors yellow to the group. So we're going to click the drop-down menu on the Layers panel, and we're going to click New Group. And we're going to call this Type Layers, and then click OK. Oh, shoot. I wanted to, you know what? I'm going to undo that. If you go to Edit, Undo, I'm going to redo that again and put a color on that. So New Group, and we're going to call that Type Layers, and we want the color to be yellow. Okay, and then click OK. And then we're going to drag these layers into the type layer. We're going to drag Allegro. We're going to drag Music Store. And we're going to drag layer 2. There we go. Then I want you to delete layer 2. And then I want you to collapse the layer group. So you're going to click that little upside down triangle. Oops. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to move the notes layer beneath the horn layer. Okay. There we go. Then we're going to create a layer comp called Notes Layer On. So we're going to go to the window menu and we're going to click Layer Comp. Okay. And we're going to click on New Layer Comp, which is right here. And we're going to call this Notes Layer On. Okay. And we're going to click OK. We're going to update the layer comp, which is the circle right here. We're going to hide the notes layer. Okay. And then we're going to create another layer comp called Notes Layer Off. So we're going to click on New Layer Comp, and we're going to call this Notes Layer Off. And then we're going to update the layer comp, so we're going to click the circle here. Okay. Now display the previous layer comp, so you're just going to click on the previous layer comp up here. Okay. That must not have worked. Okay. So Notes Layer On should be there, like that. I'm going to update that. There we go. And then Notes Layer Off should not have the notes on. So we're going to click that, and then I'm going to update it. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay, so Notes Layer On. And Notes Layer Off. Okay. And then we're going to save this. So we're going to hit save. And then we're going to flatten this. Okay. So we're going to go to the layer menu and we're going to click flatten image. And then we're going to click OK. And notice it flattens it all into one. Okay. And then we're going to save this as a copy. So file save as. Okay. And that is it for your after school work. Okay. So we will come back tomorrow, and then you guys will be starting on your reinforcement activities at the end of the chapter. Okay? Have a great day.